Welcome to this week's Coffee and Conversation.
He gave me
Roadside
coffee
edition.
this time.
She's fancy like Starbucks. We're talking about when a woman may or may not have had a relationship outside the marriage, wants a divorce, is adamant she wants a divorce, then comes back and says, hey, I want a divorce, but I think we should just stay together in the house, living here for the kids afterwards.
Yeah.
And I call bullshit.
That doesn't work, even if you think it's going to work. And honestly...
Have you ever seen it work?
Not really. I think maybe once.
Once out of years.
And it wasn't someone that I personally knew,
Okay.
so it may not have worked as well as they were portraying.
What it is I've decided I want out of the marriage.
Yeah.
And, living on my own as a single mom and no longer having the combined resources
Right.
is going to be a lot harder. Guys, that's what it is.
Yeah.
She's not doing it for the kids. She's doing it for herself. Okay? Now, there's a male
I would agree.
version.
There is a male version. So if a guy says that, he's looking at an attempt to maintain some sort of financial control, which means that he's had some financial control over her during the marriage. And so, if there are ladies watching this, be aware of that as well.
Yeah. Now, guys, think about this. You didn't want the divorce. Now you're still going to live together? How's dating going to happen? How are you going to heal and be able to level up and move on with a great life when you've got this completely messed up home life situation? You meet somebody who's amazing because you've done some work on yourself. In spite of this, I live with my ex. That's worse than living with mommy. Maybe, I don't know. It's close.
I mean, it's close, yeah.
The reality is, you're also tied to her. So, as I tell guys all the time, if you can afford to keep the house, keep it. Otherwise, sell the house and you both get new places.
Yeah.
But the reality is, you do not live with a woman who divorces you. Ever. You cannot heal. You cannot move on. You are going to have most likely this misguided belief that it means maybe there's a chance it'll work out.
Or that there's, again, it goes back to that control. Can you tell that I kind of have seen that a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Or there's the thought that I can maintain some control over what this person is doing. And that does go both ways.
I could see on the male side from the negative doing this is also trying to minimize the financial impact of a divorce.
I can
control
see that.
way.
Yeah.
But the reality is, if somebody doesn't want to be with you, doesn't love you, you've worked on yourself.
It's time to move
They haven't
on.
turned toward you. You need to move on with a clean break.
Yes.
All right, guys? It's not fun to hear, but it's something that comes up almost on a weekly basis in a variety of men's communities I'm in. She suddenly wants to stay in the house and live together after divorce. The answer is lovingly no.
Yeah.
All right. Have a great week.